20th video on YouTube. I'm making this video to look back at my progress and see if I actually improved. Am I still doing the same thing, or have I changed something? What worked, what didn't work? Like, since nobody watches my videos, I don't think I should worry about viewers that much. Like, and it would be great looking back at my own videos later on to see if I actually improved. This is my 20th video. I want to do this for every 10 videos and see what have I changed. Like, if I don't do this, I risk doing the same thing over and over again and never improve, right? Like, the major issue I see so far on this channel is like, it's probably not interesting to listen. Like, duh. What I think is the reason is like, I cram too much information in my videos. Like, currently I will put it in my do not do list until I figure out how to make smaller videos better, right? I think I've gotten slightly better at scripting since the beginning. Oh, you think you're better at scripting, huh? Like, slightly, marginally, maybe. Right. Because initially I used to add so much information and barely write in script and like read all the studies, right? But the newer ones, like the last few ones, I really like the ones about gambler's fallacy, but it is still not good enough. Okay, I have to improve more on scripting. When it's just information regurgitated from websites and studies, then it becomes very heavy and you risk telling things that nobody gives a shit, right? Nobody cares about when Lee Ross published fundamental attribution error paper in 1977. Like, it's a random information that I remembered from the last video. It's not the studies that we care about the results from the studies. Like, what does it say, how does it help me, why should I listen? Like, we generally tend to remember things that we care about, and there's a lot of misinformation on the internet where people just talk about opinions packaged as a fact, right? So what studies does is it helps us fact check the things that is discussed in the video, and it also helps us have confidence about the thing that has been discussed, right? To see whether it's accurate or not. Then we can also make this argument that the studies were also not correct, or like there's something wrong with the studies and everything is a lie, and then we can just go take a nap. We do need naps, but at some point we have to wake up to the same lie, right? So might as well just find some truth in the lie instead of stating everything's lie, because that does not require any effort from our side. So I think we should just look into things and learn new interesting things and find beautiful things that exist and learn about ourselves, right? Because there's so many interesting things that that has been studied and we don't know about those studies. Like, we don't know those things exist, and the things that we do subconsciously are also quite interesting, right? So what I think is I need to make it more interesting and also make it more funny, like add some humors into it. Well, yeah, I need that somehow because that would make it much easier for me. Like, at the end of the day, it's kind of entertainment with nuggets of information sprinkled across. Like, I'm making these videos because I'm also interested. I also watch all of this. I'm making these videos because I like watching this kind of videos. I definitely want to pack like some like interesting information so that the viewer can at least remember one thing from the video. Right? I don't want to make it like an empty calorie thing where you don't remember anything after the video, right? I also do not want to make it super hyper editing stuff. But if the information, like, what I think is, if the information is solid, then people are willing to listen. In fact, people might not like the editing stuff. I definitely also have a thumbnail problem. While other creators are making it seem like the world will fall apart if you don't watch their video, and they create an urgency. Like, while my videos are like, it does not create an urgency. Like Camelot's fallacy. Like, who cares about Camelot's fallacy? But it's very interesting phenomena, which I think I should have made in a different way that actually connect with the audience so they can relate to. I get so much interested in the research part of the video that I spend so much time. Then I forgot that I don't have much time to do the scripting, which ends up taking a hit because the research only takes so much time. I find so many information and I want to add everything in the video. It becomes really difficult to decide what to add, what to not add. And scripting takes time, then video takes time, editing takes time. So instead, what I want to do is make very small videos, right? Very small videos that is interesting and also should have one information that people can remember, right? Make it a little bit funnier if possible. I don't know how am I gonna make it funny. that is something I have to think about. Recently, I also see a lot of AI channels popping up, and people watch a lot of boring videos, like narrated by AI voiceovers with AI thumbnails and AI images, and it boils my blood so much. They will, like, some of them would upload like 3 to 5 videos in a single day, while I make one video in 5 days. Like, that is just, it's never going to work for me in that case. At least I have to get better than that. That is something I definitely have to do. Well, this is so vague advice for myself, but I hope I listen to my own advice and do something different. Let's see what happens next. And I know growth is different for everyone, but I hope in my next 10 videos, at least I should get more than 20 views in a single video. My God, thank you, or whoever that's watching.